What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just like...
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Johnson looking to throw. Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to keep this drive alive. The Razorbacks get enough to move the chains.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A design run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The give from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Motion from the back.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got some room to run. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. If they see to the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the Elk.
Here's a heat. Snagged out of the air. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Tosses it incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Johnson looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Touchdown, Arkansas! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. Going to the run to start this second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Finds a spot in the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to run it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking for room. It's Lewis. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
To the air, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in precept. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
It's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback keeps it. And the Razorbacks get enough for the first down. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Johnson wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a second and long. Grab near the sticks. It's flat. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
The give to the back. Running to Green. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're working that left side. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You can tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Manning. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man downfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
timeout, Auburn.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.